Okay, this might be so stupid. I'm gonna cast 2 things of shape water, so I'll grab 2 blobs of water.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
If
Are we playing
it's-
Avatar now?
Yeah.
So if I place them on top of
The lever?
whatever, just kind of floating there, and I freeze them, would it just like plunk both?
You want to
That's
basically
the
make a
Breath of the
long
Wild.
icicle that'll fall and flip all the switches at once. I love it.
Try
Yeah,
to do
or
See Lux's nose start bleeding.
okay, do this. This okay.
Go on.
Charlie will just put a hand on Hayden's shoulders. You got this. I'll give you guidance. And
Nice.
also, just freeze it around the handle.
True.
I'm like looking at Charlie, grab her face, kiss her on the cheek.
Oh, you said lips first.
I did.
Yeah.
No take backsies. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Dungeons & Dragons show with the casual ones. If this is your first time watching, just so you know, we're a group of friends who play a whole bunch of TTRPGs. We roll terribly while we do it. Make sure you check out our playlist on YouTube if you want to see past episodes of this campaign. But we also play other games and systems too, which you can see more of on our channel as well. And if you do enjoy our games and or our content, feel free to throw us some likes, comments, subscribes, and all that good stuff. It would really help us out a lot. And if you do want to come chat with us and discuss any of these systems or games or anything like that, you can join our Discord channel, which you can see in our link tree down below. Just open the fold thing. That's what it's called, right? And YouTube, it's the fold. Unfold the fold and click the button. Anyway, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and see where we last left our heroes. So, heroes, you've delved deep into the ruins in Ingsa, trying to ascertain any new information about the history that had gone on here. Originally, these ruins had been cleared out by another party. You had come in to kind of take another look at the behest of the Kingdom of Kor. Very quickly, you had discovered a secret door that led to more of this dungeon or underground something, and were able to work your way through several of these rooms. You discovered monsters, you discovered rolling boulder traps, and eventually made your way down into some kind of lab where it looked like there had been several genetically modified monsters or creatures. And then one final door further on, something ornate, something pretty, something that screamed money. Though you had gone and tested the door to see if it was open and were able to potentially enter, you all did decide that after the day that you had and some of the bumps and scrapes you'd taken along the way, it would probably be in your best interest to go and rest up for a bit. So with Roladrivar's lucky little item there, you were able to teleport out back to the beginning of the ruins, go and speak to... I'm sorry?
It's very important.
Yes. Teleport back to the beginning of the ruins. Give a warning to the guards, specifically to Merrick, who had been the head guard at the ruins themselves, just to let them know that there was more to this dungeon and to keep people away because of what would now be an infinitely speedy boulder along one of the corridors, which is a problem for another day. With that, you made your way back to your pretty good rooms and also pretty terrible rooms, respectively, as some of you are staying in some places. We're able to rest up for the night and meet down for breakfast in the morning. And you have full bellies. You've all received the benefits of a long rest. The day is yours. There's one final room. Actually, that's not true. There's 2. Technically, there was 2 places you didn't go. I should mention. There's a room to the north and a room to the west. The west, or sorry, east. Yes, there was the room to the north of the switches, and then the room to the east, which had the ornate door. What would you like to do?
I can teleport us back to that room. I took some of the papers.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, your teleportation has worked out so far.
Yep, so far. Hopefully
That suffix I'm not really fond of.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're gonna put us through a wall.
Hopefully
Or
through
a wall.
Yeah, that's the worst option.
Thorn's preparing to see if there's any danger the second we're inside.
Yeah. Start flexing.
Yeah.
Assuming we got it together, I will bring out that paper and teleport.
No
I'm just
problem.
gonna hold on to the necklace, to the coin, I should say, and just please.
Start
I can't
praying.
go out like this.
Thorn trusts you
Um,
implicitly. He thinks it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. I guess with an associated object, it shouldn't go wrong. But let's roll anyway, because that's fun.
Why? You don't have to say those words.
No, it's good.
Yeah, that's
I
good,
like
that's
it.
good. 67. That's good.
67's good. You're fine. Yeah, so you're able to teleport successfully back to...
I can't remember what that's from. Sorry.
I don't know. Back to the actual lab itself. As you arrive, you see that things are very much as they have been left. You can still see several of these modified creatures floating in the tubes that are intact. You do see a few of the empty tubes where you would assume the creatures that you would run into previously had been stored or built, created. You're not really sure. And you see the two untraveled pathways in this room, to the east and to the north.
Should we check the northways? I mean, it doesn't seem as final, so perhaps we just take a peek there first.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Thorn, did you clean off the chalk symbols because we weren't sure if we were coming back?
I would not have cleaned off the chalk symbols. I would have just. Why would I? We're gonna come back, so he would have definitely just kept them, for sure.
Well, I mean, because we did talk about how these are fresh notes. Someone might come back. We should erase our steps. All right. So then let me just, if anyone else would like to join me in doing a quick investigation, do we see anything new?
Yeah, I was gonna say this. I was gonna ask the same thing.
Yeah, go ahead and do an
I'm-
investigation check.
I am looking for threats specifically.
100%, absolutely. Go ahead and make your rolls, friends.
Would that be perception or still investigation?
Perception. If you're specifically going to be looking or listening, sorry, with your ears as well as looking with your eyes.
21 for me.
21. So for those investigating and looking to see anything new, with the 21, you will notice that some of the chalk markings do seem to be smudged slightly, sort of at like the tips and the ends in some areas, like they've been touched.
Gaspy. I'm gonna point that to Real.
Mm-hmm. Don't love
the 23.
that.
Uh,
Spidey sense.
with the 23 Thorn, you kind of keep your ears open. You go back to spending all of your time in the Feywild, in the forests, where things would hunt you quite often. And as you focus, you feel confident that nothing's immediately... You don't feel like you're being watched. You do still hear the whispers in your mind, which have not stopped since you've been in here. Even when you left to go and lay down for the night, those faint whispers were still always there in the back of your mind. But you feel pretty confident that nothing's laying in wait for you.
You all still hear that?
Yeah,
I guess so. And louder, I guess, still?
still not as loud.
Not as loud as it had been for you, Rolajivar.
Okay. Well, it's lessened. Maybe our time out of here helped.
Perhaps.
Does two things: are the levers still in their upright position? And two, can we still hear the boulder?
If you want to go, so that hallway, you could travel back down it. At this point, I would say that if you go down the hall and take a listen, you actually wouldn't hear it. Like, you don't hear it as you travel down. If you want to go and actually take a look and see what you see, you're welcome to, but...
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go run to the gate.
Nobody
to
goes
see.
alone. Hold on. I've got it.
It makes sense to me. I'm checking out the levers.
You're definitely going to find a black hole. It's just been moving so fast now. That it's just...
Yeah.
Sparkles of streaks of light.
As you go back to that hallway, though, and you make your way back, Lux, you don't see the boulder traveling that hallway, and that gate is no longer down. It is up.
Gaspy. Did Silas come with me?
For sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Silas. Either this trap resets itself, or somebody was here. Probably not long after we left. They probably went to go try to feed those dogs.
Who knows? I mean, you did say that the chalk was smudged. Clearly, somebody is, taking up residence in here. Maybe we just keep using Real's device and not go back that way.
Yeah, I agree, but we should go tell the others.
Yeah, we should be on our guard.
I have some ball bearings. I'm just
Okay.
gonna lay them out on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
Home
to-
Alone, this
just-
guy.
Yeah, just to make sure that if something does come
Put
through,
down your Christmas ornaments and your toy cars.
Got a bunch of micro machines. Yeah.
You got a tarantula?
Mechanical tarantula.
I have so many
Oh.
ball bearings.
A bucket
Um,
and some rope. Oh, baby.
Oh no.
I'll toss down like 50.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. You pour a bunch out.
I guess I look to the people in the room. Should we hit these levers or?
Well, the levers, I mean, those are going to wake up the monsters and the things.
For sure.
Oh, I thought these were
Absolutely.
by the door.
So
I
the
thought
levers
they were
are right by the door to the north. On the other side of the
Yeah.
door. The door itself
Oh.
doesn't open. And the levers are labeled, but none of you speak the language that is underneath each of the labels.
I mean,
It could be
I-
like a light switch, you hit it on in the beginning of the room, waking up the things later, but
I just think we should be ready for. Thorn agrees with me. The possibility that the levers will open up and these things will attack because we haven't seen any other buttons or anything that would open up those. You know what I mean? The
Tubes.
vial tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say each of the tubes, there is a pedestal in front of them that has its own set of levers and buttons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I would say that you could surmise that it doesn't seem to control that necessarily, unless it was like an all open switch or something like that. But even that, given that it's outside of the room, seems off.
Okay, well no, I'm not as concerned.
Maybe
Yeah.
we check. Let me listen both doors, just in case first. Then you pull lever.
Sure. Yeah, maybe you pull the lever.
I'll pull lever. Okay, I just gotta
Yeah,
quickly
just in
listen.
case it's
The
hard
ornate
or
door is the
something.
more important one, I think. No, we're gonna check the regular one first. So
Okay, so you're gonna check the north door. Yeah. Okay.
regular door.
No
Regular
problem.
door.
Also, yeah, push a little, see if it's even locked.
I just gotta listen first before I try and open
Okay.
it.
Sure. Yeah.
22.
22. Even with your ear up against it, although this is a more regular door, it does seem to be fairly thick. Even so, kind of putting your ear down to the ground of it and kind of along the seams, you don't hear anything on the other side.
Oh, we lost you, buddy.
somehow.
Okay, we pull lever.
All right. There are 4 levers. I want to know which lever you want to pull.
Yeah, I'll just
Pull
roll
the
dice
lever.
for it.
Just roll a
Four.
d4,
Yeah, I'm
baby.
just gonna roll it.
All right.
Yeah.
Are they in any
You're-
sort of like configuration or anything?
They're like in a straight line, and all of them are in the up position at the moment.
And they all look the same, I assume.
They all do look the same. Yeah.
How many
Except for the
tubes
lettering.
are in the house?
Just because we're the casual ones, and I rolled a 1 on a d4.
You rolled a
Nice.
1.
Was there any other option?
For just
Yeah.
for which lever? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. How many cases of creatures was there left? we could
With
see that there was a
actual
body in.
creatures inside. Sorry, give me one moment.
He's just like looking at both of you. Like as soon as you say the word, he's pulling that first.
There are currently 6.
6. Okay.
6. So
More than I thought.
there's
All right, good to
2 of like the large hounds, the ones you'd fought previously, and then 4 of what seem to be those gremlin fire spouting things that you had been described. That have been described to you earlier, or what you think is
Okay.
those at least.
Do it, big man.
All right.
Yes, do it for the first
I
one.
Okay.
pull the first lever.
You pull the first lever, and you hear like a. What's it?
I move on to number 2.
Yeah, number
Yes.
2. All right.
Before he runs in, we're going to run back inside.
Yeah, I'm on lever 2. I think by the time he gets inside.
All right.
We're just randomly pulling at stuff.
You start to hear the grinding of stone. It's like a.
Okay. I'm just gonna quickly look at the door to the hall that we entered from.
Mhm.
Open. Everything's still open.
Everything's still open.
Can we
Alright,
kind of
lever
discern
3.
the direction where the stones like rumbling?
It sounds like it's going up inside of the walls.
Okay, I
Alright.
keep pulling it.
Okay. You pull number 3, and the door that was there opens. It swings open.
Regular or ornate?
Regular door.
The one we're by. Okay.
Yeah. It swings open towards you, and you just see on the other side is a stone wall.
All right, I go back to lever 2,
Okay.
and I just start moving it to see if the wall goes away.
You can't push it up.
Oh.
All right.
I'll just try the last one then.
Yeah, try 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Okay.
It's like maybe if I close the door, it'll let me move the lever, but I'll just pull 4 instead.
Yeah, no problem. You pull 4, and you don't actually hear anything.
I'll pull 1.
1 stuck.
Are you
All
sure?
right.
Because Thor's
Try
pretty strong.
Are you sure?
If you
You
want to
didn't
try to
look down
force
at
it,
your
you can.
notes. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, alright.
as you go to push it up, it's like you're hitting like a bar that's in the way or something. Like it's not allowing it to go up.
It puzzled, not for me, and he walks away.
Okay, all right.
All right, Rill.
Yeah. Anyone else? I'm gonna start, feeling at the levers, trying to do like I don't know, some kind of intelligence-based thing to
Can you
try and
close the door again and see if that resets?
Yeah, the
mechanism?
third
Do any
lever.
of the
Close.
switches move
Turn that
back?
one off.
I'll control the
Yeah.
levers, and you can just tell Thor
Okay.
what to do, and he'll just do it.
Before he does that,
Yep.
what is the distance between that wall that just is between the normal door and the door?
Like, would we have assumed like one rose and that's a second one or something? Or...
Yeah, you like, especially Relogivar, because you're a pretty smart cookie. That sound of grinding stone on stone seemed to have come from the other side of the door, something going up. And you're seeing almost like the bottom, potentially like an elevator of some kind.
Oh,
You're seeing the base of stone that had moved.
Okay.
Like a
See,
stone
I was
pillar
thinking
that
this
had...
was like multiple walls and we had to get them all up.
No.
But
Yeah.
Close door, pull lever,
the elevator went up
open
already.
door.
So
Alright.
why don't one of us just goes between the door and the wall and see
You
which
died.
one?
Why?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
what's the gap between the wall and the elevator?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What is
Yeah,
the gap
that's-
between
Oh,
the door
it's-
and the wall?
Between the door and the wall, like
centimeters.
yeah, it's small.
Oh,
like
okay,
it's pretty,
okay,
it's
never
pretty
mind
tight.
then.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to stand there comfortably.
Let's see if we can lower the elevator.
Well,
open
he's
the
a
door.
changeling. He'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never met a man this skinny before, so and woman to be fair.
Yeah, so you reverse order the levers.
Yeah.
Eventually you hear the stone grinding come to a halt.
I open the door if I can. Is the
Lever
door
three.
open?
The door is not open because one of them would have closed the door. 3 closed the door.
Yeah, so I would have
Yep.
closed the door and
Yep.
then pulled that second lever
Yep, which
back
brought
and
it
then
back
opened
down.
the door again.
Perfect.
See
Okay,
that?
excellent. Yeah. The smart thing there was not touching lever 1. So yeah, you pull the lever. First one's a lock. And it opens and you see a empty platform. Like it's like almost looking at like an empty stone room with
I
no
think if
ceiling.
if anyone's to go in, perhaps it's Rill and someone else.
I'll go.
To protect them.
Yes. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Well, Rill, if it is somewhere awful, you could teleport out
That's a good point.
or
That makes
use
sense.
some other sort of magic to get out.
Okay.
And Thorn, you can hit whatever's in there.
Do we
And
have
if
any
we're
way
taking,
of talking to each other?
I was gonna say, yeah, if we're taken to safety and you're taken to danger while we're here, what do we do there? But we're not gonna always have an answer. I step into the platform.
Oh, we should
Follow
just
very
think of an
quickly
answer.
behind you.
Just so we don't sound dumb, is there a lever in there?
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
gonna
wall?
look in the
There is
elevator.
not.
Yeah, sure.
No, okay.
No,
Okay.
there's no
I
levers on
thought
the
this
inside.
would have just been like, all
Okay.
this is beautiful.
We don't know what the
Um,
fourth one does yet, right?
No.
No.
I didn't think so.
I guess
Um,
2 would have lifted it. If 1 was a lock, 2 would have lifted it. 3 would have opened the door. 4, we don't know. Maybe
Correct.
it goes down. We don't know.
We don't
Turns it
know.
on.
All right.
Sends it to
And,
an
nobody has a message.
I
Better.
have sending not super useful.
Mm.
good luck.
Charlie, could you see?
Yes. Bye.
All right, so you pull the lever.
Oh, Lux, could you send your awful creature with them?
Oh,
I
quickly now.
I actually
Door
forgot to
closing.
ask Lucy to come out to
Oh,
play.
yeah.
So,
And Lucy.
Charlie, do you have that ball still that you could see what they're doing? Okay.
All right, well, real
Not
Thorn,
working.
have a nice
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we're already
Bye.
halfway down the
See you
elevator.
later. All
And once they're in, we will.
Just clean your hands of
Doors
that.
closed, and then lever
Finally
two.
got rid of
yeah,
those two.
yeah, 3 and then 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen very closely to hear to
Screams.
see if I hear screams of death.
Okay.
Just a death wail from inside the elevator.
So, for Thorn and Rolandrivar, the door closes and you're immediately in total darkness. So some of you, I think you guys might be able to see slightly. If not, then you're just in total darkness. And then
I
you
can
feel,
dark vision, but
Yeah.
then you feel the pressure beneath your feet as the stone itself lifts up. This continues on for a fair bit of time before coming to a stop. And there's looks like to be, you can make out some stone above you. No other exits, nothing.
So
We have to be smart enough to realize that the doors aren't going to automatically open for them when they get wherever they're going, right? Like, if we heard. Like, Rebecca's smart enough, but I don't know if.
I mean,
problem-
what's your intelligence? You know.
Not good. Not good at
Alright,
all. Anyone else here with me who has good intelligence?
I have pretty good intelligence.
I mean, listen, if you want to pull some levers, you tell me what levers you want to pull. I'll tell you what happens.
Maybe before we
Alright.
get turned into some sort of pate.
It does stop. Like it does stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because number 4 didn't do anything, that probably helps them in some way.
That is my guess. I mean, if I pull 3, does the door for us open again?
Yeah.
All right. Let's close.
But what do they see if the car is completely gone?
It's just stone.
wall.
There's just a stone
Stone,
wall.
like
Like
we
the
saw
whole
before.
stone piece moves
Oh.
up. It seems to be very
Okay.
deep.
Oh, it's more of a pedestal.
that
now.
was our
Yeah.
first position.
Yes,
yeah, I
sir.
thought there was a blocker. Yeah, I thought it was more like eventually, we'd see the elevator shaft or whatever. But okay.
Well,
Um,
Lux, I
well-
think you're probably right.
I mean, well, can we pat around in here real quick? Make sure.
Yeah. You can make an
it's not-
investigation check for me if you like.
Investigation. And
I will help him.
like help action, or also are you rolling?
Help action.
Okay, yeah, much better. 24. Just patting around, also looking for seams like I've been doing for the secret rooms.
Yeah,
and
for
stuff.
sure. As you go along the walls and the floor, you don't find any seams, but as your eyes are adjusting more, and you have dark vision anyway, I believe, you start to notice you notice that there's a lot of broken dirt and clay that had been above, some of which has actually rained down along the sides of the room. What you also notice is a circular seam in the roof.
I'm just gonna tap Thorn and look to that.
Which is about, I would say, it's honestly not too tall, about 10 feet into the air.
I pick up Rill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try and get him as close to it as possible so he can look at it. And I will, while I'm doing this, cast bolt, the thing that gives you a D3.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Altering magic.
We should pull the
Can-
4th lever while they're in the middle of this, right?
I mean, you guys do whatever you want.
Yeah,
It's
do what you
like-
want.
I know. I was asking my team that I'm with.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Charlie wants to pull it.
What's the worst that could happen?
All right. So, real quick, who has backup? No, I'm joking.
I do.
The gas fills the elevator.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a fastball.
Sending.
Speed dial sending.
Yeah.
You pull the
Just
fourth
yelling
lever.
911 at them.
You pull the fourth lever, and as that's happening, Thorn, you're getting Rolandrivar like up kind of on your shoulders and onto your hands, like cheerleader style. And the top, you see kind of levitates slightly and then slides over to the side before going down.
Ooh.
And
Think
now
we did it, Thorn.
it's
It's motion
you
activated.
see and hear mayhem.
Oh.
There is broken, and cracked stone all around. This area previously didn't have daylight coming in through it because you've been here before. There are now new holes
Oh my god.
in the
tile.
floor, the circular tile that
From
Thorn
the
had
church
lifted.
Basement. We're rising up under Thorn's tile. from
And
the
you can
church
see now that
basement.
there's broken pieces, and you hear the tail end of a combat happening.
What?
And you're seeing, like, through this, like, opening that's probably a good 7 or 8 feet tall and maybe 4 or 5 feet wide, where something had broken through the stone that was, like, underneath this church. You see, as you're looking through, a series of, like, vines shooting one way and then coming back across the other way. You start to smell smoke. Something smells like it had been set on fire at one point or another. And yeah, you just hear, like, people screaming in the distance.
Okay, Thorn.
Yeah, I feel I hear that. I throw him through the.
You throw me up?
Can you make a strength check for me real fast?
That feels like the right thing to do.
This is
I don't
the
know.
Colossus Wolverine, like,
I
fastball special or whatever.
16.
16? Yeah, that's fine. You go.
Bill is like,
Because
no,
I
no,
can
no,
get
no.
you if you don't want to be up there. You
No,
just
I-
gotta come back down.
I'm thinking I did what I was going to do anyway. So
Should we be switching these switches back?
I think they'll let us know when they're
Lock
done
him in
investigating up there.
what I was going to do was, as I was talking to Thorn, grab his shoulder, teleport us back to the paper room, and I think he throws me, and I
As you go to
alone-
reach down, as you go to reach down, you just
Well,
get hit back.
do
You're
a
like,
dex
wait,
check. Hold
wait.
on, hold on.
yes.
Please do a dex check.
He just throws him, he disappears. Holy
I'm
shit.
so
Thorn
strong.
killed him.
I
No,
killed
I
him.
think he threw him out of existence. Oh my god.
Make a.
Thorn is like, oh,
I will allow
to the
this. Make a dexterity saving throw, Real, as you
Sure.
try to just get a hand on Thorn as he's throwing
Yeah.
you away from him.
Do you have bolstering magic also?
Okay, I need to lay this. We roll initiative before we start. I rolled
Sure.
a 1.
Yeah, let's
I did it. My first roll after that for the investigation, that was a 2.
picture it in my
This
mind
time,
eye.
3.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm working my way up.
17 more
So-
rolls?
By next week's session,
Yeah.
you'll be at 10.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Amazing.
good.
So
I try and reach
yeah, you try
right
to
as I get
spin
out of
back
range.
and just like reach out with a hand, which Thorn looks really odd to you because you were supposed to throw him before. Why is he trying to come backwards? Anyways, you throw him, and as he starts to clear into that opening where the rubble is, he just like, and he's gone.
I'm just yelling Thorn as I pop back into the paper room.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You see,
What happened?
So much shit, mayhem.
Mayhem.
Where's
Thorn's up
Thorn?
there. Thorn's
I'm
up
gonna
there.
try and jump and grab the thing, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
go.
still open.
Mhm.
Athletics?
yeah, make an athletics check for me, please. You're pretty
I'm
tall,
gonna
so
be
it's not
honest,
gonna be too
as soon
difficult.
As Ladrivar says Thorn's still up there, I'm flipping switches.
Okay, yeah.
I rolled
To
a
bring it back
25.
down.
Well, yeah. So you.
I mean, it depends on how fast they would have done it, but yeah, I rolled a 25 because I would have thought I was following him. 'Cause that's the
100%.
only
No,
explanation that
you
could have
you get up
happened.
and out of the hole just in time for as you're climbing up. You see the disc comes up and starts to come across back over to seal the hole again. So you kind of roll yourself out with a 25, no problem. You hoist yourself up quick, and you hear the elevator start to lower itself once again. As everybody's waiting for that to come back down, Thorn, where do you want to go?
Okay, can you describe where I am again?
So you're in the basement. You see some old broken pews in one corner.
basement
A
of
new
the church.
skylight.
Yeah.
Basement of the Church of
The
Overgrowth.
pedestal I picked up. And
Yeah.
then it fell.
Yeah.
Okay. This
Yeah,
is
which-
bad. I'm gonna just for like 6 seconds. I'm going to just attempt to connect my brain to Ladrivar's brain because I know it's happened before.
Has it?
That's
Yeah,
so
you've definitely
cute.
sent him a sending before.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never sent you a message, but like I don't know what else to do, so he just like tries for 6 seconds, and if he doesn't, then he just like
Yeah,
Roll the
you
blade.
you focus harder than you've ever focused in your life. Just trying to get some direction, some bearings. Nothing, unfortunately.
yeah. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna run towards the danger is, but over and over in his head, just in case Rolodrivar is listening, teleport to the church, teleport to the church, teleport to the church.
Everybody else, you hear the elevator come down and like clunk down at the bottom.
All right.
Yeah, there was sounds of battle potentially. There was yelling. I believe that was the church we were under. When we rose
Oh
up
my
there, we
God.
saw the same similar tile that we lift up, move away.
wow.
Hold on. We were there like 20 minutes ago. What?
A day ago.
No,
No.
up top. We were like
Yes,
20 minutes ago, and this is happening.
something's happening.
This feels like a
need to go,
trap.
right?
Oh my God, where's Thorn?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
up
I
there.
Got
opened
the
the
elevator?
doors.
Yeah, when the elevator door opens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you leave him up there?
He
Was he
threw
not in the
me.
elevator? Where'd he go?
Okay, it was a mishap, but I think he's up there. So I step back into the elevator.
Let's
Okay, but
go.
Can we all get up there?
Oh, how
How
can?
big is the
Oh
elevator?
no.
You-
Are you
The
able to
elevator's
teleport at
large.
all? Still?
I can teleport one more time, but if we're in trouble, that's it. They're all gone.
Who's got like a mage hand or anything? No.
There are
nobody?
people up there that are in trouble now.
I have.
Uh,
I do. I'll
I
cast mage hand,
also
but it
have
is invisible.
mage hand.
So.
Okay.
yeah.
When you cast it, you have to be able to see where you're casting it, but then afterwards
Yeah, I
it's okay,
don't-
right?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
If it pulls the door close, and then it pulls the elevator,
you
like,
can-
does that work?
I would
Yeah,
say
can't
that
you
you could
just have it
in
hold
rapid
it?
succession. You could go.
Yeah, we both have a mage hand anyway, so one on each.
But there's the third.
Coordinated mage hand.
There's
Yes.
the third.
You need to hit switch 2, 3, and 4 in rapid
Okay.
succession.
So we can get two. How fast does stuff close? Because if it's like smack one.
Well,
I would-
perhaps
I
we're
would-
strong enough to like push, like once we get up there, right?
Oh, there's like a roof completely in the way that needs to move.
How, Pitts? How easy?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna grab one of the levers. How easy is it to pull? Like, do I have
It's
to
pretty
put in
easy.
strength?
Nah, it doesn't
Okay.
need a lot.
Okay, this might be so stupid.
Okay.
But I'm gonna cast 2 things of shape water. So I'll grab 2 blobs of water from the canister that's on.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let
They're-
him cook. Let him cook.
If
Are we playing
it's,
Avatar now?
Yeah.
What's going
if it's
on?
5 feet, or it's like a 5-foot cube. So if I place them on top of
The lever?
whatever, just kind of floating there, and I freeze them, would it just like plunk both levers?
You can
Can
try.
you freeze them? Can you turn the ties?
Yeah, I can turn them into ice. Yeah.
Oh,
you
shit.
can freeze
Okay.
So
water.
you want to
That's
basically
the
make a
Breath of the
long
Wild.
icicle that'll fall and flip all the switches at once. I
Well,
love it.
Try
yeah,
and do
or
Maybe
or
we
I
use the
could-
Or
mage hands first.
like kind of
yeah,
falls
or I
like
could
this.
just do something like it. Just one will fall, and then mage hand, and then I'll just drop the spell so that the other one drops.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, I would say because you're trying to cast a lot of spells in rapid succession, I will allow you to try, but I will need an Arcana check. Just because you need to get all the timing down as you're like creating, like you have to shape the water, freeze it, drop it, cast mage hand, flip it, shape the other water,
Yeah,
freeze it,
it's
drop
like
it.
hitting all the powers in Breath of the Wild in the right order.
Yeah.
You gotta flip through them really quick.
See Lux's nose start bleeding.
Yeah. It's like okay, do this. Okay, this okay.
Yeah. He's like doing like the practicing, like. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not like that. Not like that.
Come on, Hayden, hurry up. Come on.
Charlie will just put a hand on Hayden's shoulders. You got this. I'll give you guidance. And
Nice.
also, just freeze it around the handle.
True.
I'm like looking at Charlie, grab her face, kiss her on the cheek.
Oh, you said lips first.
I did, but
Yeah.
No take backsies.
Oh, it's a smear.
You guys are closer in age than you've ever been. so-
yeah, exactly.
true, he's
I
got
did make
20
the
years
joke
on
that
you.
Charlie is
Yeah, shit.
is a pretty good looking woman, so
Jesus.
Nice.
that's what I'll do. I'll freeze around the
Okay.
the lever handles and.
I like it. Yeah, that'll lower the DC on the Arcana check for sure.
So it doesn't have to
Yeah.
hopefully hit the handle.
Yeah.
Water does have that pretty cool trait.
Okay. If we're ready, we can.
Ready to try.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Does guidance give me a +4? Is that what it is?
D4.
Or a D4? I should
Yeah.
say, Okay. The 10.
Good thing I gave you guidance.
Yep.
That's a 13. A 13? A 13 total.
That's fair. That's enough.
Okay.
So you cast you're kind of like
Aiden
looking
for the win,
from
baby.
like the door, like just like peeking your head out. You cast your spells in rapid succession, let them fall as they may, step inside and just kind of start hoping. And you see like the doors, they close, elevator begins to move up, and you can see far up at the roof, a little light starts to shine through. And you begin to move up.
On the back.
Thorn.
Yeah.
What you see in front of you can only be accurately described as a bit of a clusterfuck. As you run upstairs, yeah, exactly. As you run upstairs, you see, surprisingly, the old priestess who you had met previously, the one who's kind of, in charge of like the village, but is also the main priestess at the church itself, has a staff out in front of her that seems to be holding itself upright. Sorry, her arms are outstretched, and you see an amazing cacophony of wildlife and flora and like just nature assaulting a, with this size, about 12, 13 foot tall demon with horns coming up out of its head, spewing fire with a large, I believe an axe is what it, or no, sorry, just with its large claws. At this point, you can see that most of this demon itself is actually tangled. You can see blood from several open wounds. The eyes of this lady are just like a stark white, and you can hear her like almost like a chanting and a muttering. But there's several tones happening, all coming out of her voice. It's a little unsettling, but for you, this isn't too far outside the realm of what you're used to.
Home
Yeah,
with a demon, but
home with the demon. Yeah.
or devil, demon or devil. Would I know? I probably wouldn't know.
No, you would honestly, I think you would know, just given some of your history. This is a demon.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Or not Ron Perlman. Or-
No, it's not Ron
All right.
Perlman.
So
What can you do?
Thorn is going to just like half second church, 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 church. And then I'm going to rage.
Okay.
And well, let me rage first and see
Yep.
what I do after that. Yeah, you see the lights begin to light up on his arm, and you see right by it's Yuri. What's her first
Yeah.
name? Yuri.
Mother Yori.
Mother Yori.
Yeah.
You see right by Mother Yori a small portal open up, and you see this small sprite with a blue flame for a head peer and sort of just wave at Mother Yori and begin flying towards this demon. As I begin sprinting towards it, and Silric blows up in this demon's face.
Excellent. Yeah, you can do that, and I'll even let you get an attack in if you like.
I'm actually going to use my action to cast Entangle.
Okay.
To just keep wrapping this thing up. So I'm just going to like slam the butt of my glaive on the ground and sort of like swipe out, and you see like a beam of light come out of the glaive and just like the growth that's already there just sort of like grows, but like with more of a purple tinge, as it's got like a fey energy to it.
Okay.
Just trying to keep this thing down because he knows what demons are like, and it's probably he could probably have this thing, but it'd be nice to have his friends.
That's fair. All right.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna. It has to make. Let me just see if it has to make a save.
Yep.
A dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Got it. It is a very large creature, and its dex is not very good. That would actually be a 0.
Okay, so it takes.
It's 2 minus 2, baby.
Nice.
Okay, so it does take some damage. It takes 1 point of damage.
Nice.
1 point of force
it
damage
is.
as
Okay.
like the
Wow.
Silric gets swatted and sort of blows up, and he takes a little bit of damage. And as you see him get blown up, you see Silric come through another portal.
Amazing.
Start flying towards him again. That's my turn.
Okay, excellent. As you do that, you see Mother Yori sort of looks over slightly in your direction, nods at you, looks back at this creature, and says in, again, probably about 4 different octaves at the same time, she goes, "You're not welcome." And you see this, like, these vines that have been growing up the side detach off and shoot with like a speed that you've only seen once in a boulder going through portals. You see the tips as they're flying forward grow thorns and barbs and reach into the chest of this thing. You see it screams like out in pain. Blood starts just like gushing from this wound, and you see both ends of the vine start to grow taut, and it starts to pull, and you can see like the center chest of it is opening, and to the point where you can actually see like the beating of its heart. Relagivar, Silas, Charlie, Delphine, Lux. Your elevator. Your elevator arrives at the top. You can hear.
I love you guys.
Yeah, you get to the top of the actual elevator. You can hear, again, like the same. You can smell some of the burning. You can hear a bit of the actual fire crackling itself, and you hear this rumbling as it sounds like parts of the actual church stone crumble slightly. And you see a rush of green through this opening that you can see through the actual roof.
Let's run. You know Thorn didn't wait for us.
No, he's gone. He's gone. Okay, go. I'll get back. I'll get to the back of you guys as we go.
When I'm up there, I'll like reach down and help Relagivar get up because there's no way he's going to.
You're trying to climb.
Tripping on his robe.
All right.
It's just that it's slippery, and if I just didn't use my lotion before we left.
Love it. Yeah, so you all scramble up quickly, and you see this scene of vines both being, but that are both fey in nature, having been cast from Thorn, and then the vines just that have been around this church that you had seen with all this beautiful flora on the inside. Now a lot of it burnt and damaged, but new growth has come through, holding it back. You see the chest being ripped open. This thing is screaming in pain. What would you like to do?
Oh, well.
That's the bad guy here, right?
Do we see
so,
Thorn?
yes.
Thorn's involved in this.
Oh yeah,
right?
you see Thorn, 100%.
So based on, well, I'll use Thorn's body language to know what I would like to do. Oh, you're muted, buddy. Quickly.
Damn it! It was this one.
Oh,
This one got me.
So tricky.
It's a puzzle of its own.
I was saying yes. He's fighting a demon. It's very clear what his body language is telling you.
Yeah.
Well, my initiative is fucking whatever. So we'll see.
I will allow you, because it is restrained, you can all go in and get an attack first before we actually have to go into
Yeah.
initiative itself. Because it right now is restrained in a bad way.
If that's the case, I'll run forward. I'll have the short spear that I had taken from the armor golem a while back and just aim straight for that heart and
Excellent.
toss it.
Sure, Sas, go ahead and make a ranged attack for me.
Sorry, who?
Shard.
Listen, I'm just reading the nameplate.
I call BS. You made my die roll bad.
Where'd he go?
11.
I don't know. He ran
He
away.
was so about it.
He was so upset that you didn't make
You
him
know
right.
what? I think my cat got under the desk and pulled it out.
I don't know.
I was wondering why where you
Oh,
were
no.
slowly going.
Listen, he was
Yeah.
just
Hold it
trying to
back.
mimic what it looks like coming through that hole.
The elevator.
I could have sworn that I saw him just go down.
Yeah, I was like, is he really that upset I called him Silas?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So funny.
That's what happens. Yeah, sorry, I got an 11.
An 11. An 11, unfortunately, actually, with the... Hold on. Yeah, 11, unfortunately, does not hit.
Well, is it also considered flanked?
No,
Okay, I just thought I'd try.
it's not. Sorry, buddy.
Shoot your shot, bud.
Whatever.
I respect it.
It just drops like I definitely undershot.
Yeah.
And it just falls into the.
It just
into
clatters to the
underbrush.
ground.
Yeah.
It was heavier
Okay.
than you thought.
Clearly need more practice. All right.
All right, everybody
That's-
else,
That's me.
Yeah, I think I'll make a breath weapon attack.
go for it.
Just run up to 30 feet away.
Yep.
And then that's a dex save.
Well, with it fails.
Excellent. Love to hear it. 8 cold damage.
8 cold.
let's
You're going
say.
cold. Excellent. Okay.
Let's do it.
Mark
Let's
that
restrain
down.
it more.
Restrain
Yeah.
it more.
I have a question for Pitts and Brickley.
So,
What's the difference between doing a melee weapon attack, a melee attack, or a melee spell attack?
why?
Because my channel divinity works when I am successful with a melee attack.
Yeah, so a melee attack is any melee
It's
attack.
both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Any
that just
ver-
sounded like the best explanation.
It's just any.
just
Yeah,
making
it's
sure.
all of them. What you said. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just making sure because the wording can be
No
tricky
worries.
sometimes.
Yeah, I obviously helped with it too. So.
he regrets saying anything.
Yeah, but you know, you say what you say.
Breath
Are
weapon.
you doing something with that, or?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah.
Oh, I thought Delphine was doing her attack.
Oh, I did.
She
I
already
did
did
my
that.
breath
That's
weapon.
all
I
done.
mean,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I can get to it, I'll like fully attack it. But I think
Yeah.
that's probably one thing per.
I'll cast inflict wounds and pop my channel divinity as
Sure,
a bonus
go
action
for it.
if it hits.
See if it hits.
This is at 2nd level.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
You have advantage
14?
with Restrained.
Yeah, you know what? You would have advantage. Silas, you can take advantage on your throw with the spear, too. I should have given that to you, actually. That was unfair of me.
I get it. It's me.
He's just wiggling in the vine.
22 then.
22 absolutely hits, and the 19 also
19.
hits. Yeah.
Good job, guys.
5 damage.
5, okay. Got it.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
39?
You said necrotic?
Yeah.
That'll go through no problem. All right. Okay.
For my hex, I'm just affecting his strength ability checks.
100%.
What was your channel divinity?
It's-
Charlie?
Touch of Death. When you hit a creature with a melee attack, you spend your channel divinity to do an extra 11 points of necrotic.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
That's a
pretty
lot.
sick. That's pretty sick.
Damn.
Mhm.
So,
Let me. I'll also take a shot
Go for it.
at it.
You have advantage, so sneak up attack would apply as well. Just as a
Nice.
reminder. Not if you yeah, get your. Oh, there you go. That's better.
Do we hear that sweet, sweet sound? The.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
gun attack.
You gotta
Oh,
make
yeah,
a sound
true,
every
using
time,
the-
Aiden, otherwise it doesn't work.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course I'm going to
Yeah,
use
you
it.
Okay,
gotta
yeah.
make the
Anytime I
sound.
have, I can use it.
Don't forget too, it is a new day, so I believe your charge is reset, if I'm not mistaken.
8 plus it was 4. 4. Being sneak. 27.
27, okay.
Those are cool numbers.
Not bad, not
Yeah,
bad.
just, whoop,
Yes.
and then I push the button. All of them just kind of shake and
Mm.
kind of retract back.
Yeah, as that happens, you see Mother Yori looks over, just kind of like very confused at what she just saw happen, because that's not how physics is.
I give it a little kiss.
My beautiful.
This one's for you, Timon.
And then Rill, I think, is
Big
all
T.
we're waiting on.
Oh shit.
Classic.
Well, yeah, I did the hex. So that's pretty much it because everything
Oh,
else
just the
is-
hex. Okay.
I have to use Eldritch Blast for anything else to matter. So.
Why do you say it like that?
Isn't Hex a bonus action?
Yeah, you can still do Eldritch
Just
Blast.
so-
Oh yeah,
Eldritch
you're
Blast.
right. I was thinking
Yeah.
that we were kind of picking one or the other. So yeah, you're right.
Go for it.
Yeah, do some Eldritch Blast. Does a 17 hit?
17 just hits.
Ooh, okay. So that on the first one will be. Now we gotta do the math. So 6 plus the 6 necrotic plus. No, can't add maddening hex because that's already used my bonus action. So second attack.
Mhm.
No. 11.
No problem. With the first hit you did, that was enough. Would you like to explain how you fell this creature?
Yeah, you see me whip out them like kind of purple bluish engraved pistol looking thingies. Aim for the heart in the middle that's exposed.
Yeah.
Just Ghostbuster proton this thing.
Yeah, you see, as the heart's beating and it's trying to break free, you weaken it, and you see like it starts to almost look like it's starting to give up. It can't break free. There's just too much. There's too much on it. There's too much tearing it open, and you line it up in your sights and just you see it. You see the actual heart itself starts to like blacken and like get crispy and crust and just stops beating. You see it just kind of slumps over, not being able to fall to the ground because of all the vines that are currently holding it up.
Nice.
But then it fades to black and then goes poof, and drops a bunch of like trout and like toenails and stuff, right?
Yeah.
50 gil in a potion.
There you go.
Thorn is
We're in a
listening for
simulator
other threats.
or a simulation has to go away.
Yeah, definitely eyes peeled, collar popped.
Yeah, I just listening to hear if there's any more of these things outside the church or whatever.
Yeah, you see that as soon as the creature is felled, Mother Yori, you see her eyes start to come back to normal. The force that was kind of like blowing her hair back slightly starts to subside, and she grabs her staff that had been holding itself upright, leans on it heavily, and then starts waving her hand over towards the actual burning parts of the plants that are in here. And you can see water starts to appear and run down and starts to put out the flames. And she turns to you as she's sort of doing this and says, "Thank you for your help. It's, this thing just came from underneath. I don't know what caused this, but I appreciate your timing.
Are you all right?
I
you
am
hurt?
unharmed. There are a few that might need some assistance. Some folks have been in praying when it had appeared. But
Was it like summoned in this cellar?
I don't know. It seemed it just broke out through the ground.
Sometimes summoning can look like that. I don't know.
Mother, please come, have a seat.
So after this is out, and she continues to make sure the fires themselves are doused.
Yeah, I'll help too. I'll just be grabbing water from the
Water shaping.
from the canister thing that Charlie has.
Just because Thorn has been tricked before, insight check.
Yeah, go for it. Roll an insight check.
I was gonna do that.
Were there any other
Yeah,
adversaries?
you could do it. I mean, yeah.
No, I want you to because I have a question for her. That's different. But sorry,
Don't worry about my insight check.
You trust her with your life. You would die
She's
for
a
her.
mother after all.
Yeah.
Were there any other adversaries? Was this it?
No, it was just this. It was only this. This demon. I don't understand where it came from.
Mother Yori, is there anyone else who had? I mean, obviously the temple, the church is open to all who wish, but is there anyone else who has access, a caretaker, someone who might have access to the below rooms that the general public does not?
We usually keep the basement locked. It's just used for storage.
Yes,
there's
does anyone have access to that?
a couple people also have a key.
Would you be able to let us know who that includes?
Certainly, yes. It would be. There's Ingad and Dolfoon.
Definitely ain't got it.
Dolphin, what a stupid sounding name. Just kidding.
She hates those kind of people that have Boone in their name.
It sounds like Delphine, but
Yeah, it sounds like Delphine. It's Delphine. Come
and
on.
who are they two? Are they just workers?
They're just other priests and priestesses who work here as well.
Well, we don't know all the information, obviously, but I think there might be something perhaps sinister going on, but I don't want to say more until we've completed our investigation.
Of the ruins?
Rel, do you want to take this one?
I mean, yeah, we're still investigating there. Just happened to come across this in the nick of time, I guess.
Oh,
There was
Okay,
no indication of anything of this magnitude down there.
Yeah, we'd just been in town, like, within the last 20-30 minutes, so this must have just happened.
yes.
Can you explain what both those names you gave us look like?
Yes. So Dolfoon is a man with his gray hair, amber eyes, sort of a square face. Usually he wears like a banded mail. And Angat is human as well. Short silver hair, blue eyes, usually very plain clothing. You find her out hunting sometimes when she's not here, but yes.
Have you seen them today at all?
Yes, they were both here earlier today. They might.
And where were they
honestly-
during this fight?
I'm not sure. I kind of focused in on what was happening.
Well, that's fair. Perhaps we can find them and see if they're all right.
Certainly. Yeah, I'm sure I can find them.
Were they here during the attack?
Yeah, did you see them?
Maybe if as soon as I don't know, the ground sort of exploded underneath my
Yes.
feet, and I just went into,
Startling.
yeah, mother bear mode, I guess. Just trying to protect as many as I could and fight this creature off.
Well, you did an amazing job.
I appreciate that. It's I'm not as strong as I used to be, but
Whew, wouldn't want to meet you where you used to be.
thank you. We can try to find these other two if we need to.
Yes, let's
yes.
head in.
Sure.
Well, I was about to, yeah. If you guys wanted to take a moment,
I can go look for them first if you like, and maybe bring them.
Yeah, if you could not mention us, we would like to kind of talk to
Certainly.
them
Okay. Yes.
by
Certainly.
surprise.
And she starts walking away.
Hey Thorn, can I get the meanest face you have? Just like a.
He just looks at you deadpan, like
Perfect.
just brandishes the glaive. He doesn't really do.
This
That's perfect.
seems really unlikely that there was a coincidence where we left the town and then this thing happened to attack.
Absolutely.
Think the denizen of this dungeon, I guess, do you think they perhaps set this up as some sort of distraction to keep us from delving further?
that's what I'm wondering. Or just, it could have been coincidence. We got there as they were going up the elevator or something. I mean, Thorn got a closer look. Did it look intelligent to you? I know it was kind of in a pickle, but...
Did it look intelligent to me?
Somewhat. Yeah, like it knew how it was being restrained. It was trying to break itself out, but just didn't have the strength or the power to be able to do it in that moment.
It's still there, right?
Yeah, the corpse of it is. Sure.
Can I go examine it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
guess we should look it over real quick. Was it even wearing clothes or anything, or is it just...
No clothes.
Okay.
Free ball in it.
Do you
I
mind?
see it as well.
Yeah.
Before, just in case this helps, before you started pulling levers. The trap was disabled. You didn't have time because you guys were already pulling levers, but somebody was down there for sure. They were probably going to feed those animals too, by the looks of it, but we didn't go any further.
Or perhaps summoned this.
It could, yeah.
So, my thought was, and let me know if this makes any sense, that the people
Yes.
she named, Ingad and Delphun, what was the deal there? She said they were in some way related to this?
Well, I was asking who has access to that. I mean, to go through all that trouble to have an elevator built into that goes straight to that lab, to the church. I mean, there's got to be some sort of connection. I don't believe it's Mother Yori, so who else has got the access to that?
And they just had
area?
access to the cellar. They didn't necessarily all know that there was an elevator under.
Correct. Yes, I was just asking who had access to that
Right.
because before we broke in, it was a locked door.
Yeah. So assuming, I mean, they wouldn't have turned into the demon, right? If they're missing now,
They could have summoned.
they could have summoned it. That's what
Or
I'm
know
thinking. And they
people
could be
who
below.
Summon. They know people who summon.
Yeah.
They just
my
might be
quick
members.
thought is that, yeah, that they may have been downstairs, maybe been noticing the chalk, started wreaking havoc, knowing someone was messing with their
Yes.
stuff, and they could be down there still.
I think a quick check of whoever she can find, and we should head back down there.
Agreed.
This might have been a distraction, or this might have been what they were trying to do, and we were distracted down there. It's hard to say.
And just keep in mind, I only have one teleportation left, so.
Yes.
The one thing though was the cellar, at least to me, didn't seem like there was a way down. It looked like it was just a way up.
Yeah.
So
So if we teleport down there, we are resting down there.
That
But
seems
maybe-
odd that there would. I mean,
maybe there's
there
something
would
in
be
the
any
cellar.
Controls, yeah. To
Maybe, yeah.
do it from the other side.
Yeah, we
Why-
could
why go
potentially
through all that
elevate
work?
back up. Yeah. But
Well,
I don't know.
Perhaps it was some sort of staging area, a way for whoever lives down there to send things forth out into the world, not
Mm.
concerned about having them come back.
Or maybe
That's a
even
great
from a
point.
time where it may not have been a sinister thing to just have an elevator. It's been repurposed.
It's like a really stupid question, but the demon,
Mhm.
could that have fit inside the elevator?
100%.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
probably would have
the
been
demon-
hunched over or like
Like
laying
it would
down.
have been like, with like a little elevator music.
So when
I
you
love
were
that.
when you were initially
Think it
like
was in
in
an
the elevator
elevator.
when it's at the bottom, it's like, hundreds of feet. Right? The
Yeah.
problem that you kind of, as you think about it, you would have foreseen is if it got to the top and the hatch was closed.
Mm.
But as a reminder, someone pulled lever number 4.
Yeah.
So there's definitely someone down there still. And I guess.
No, I mean
maybe
you
there
guys.
isn't.
You guys pulled lever number
Yeah,
4.
we pulled 4.
Oh,
When
I
you guys
see
were
what you're
testing
saying.
all the
Okay.
switches, you pulled the 4th one. You didn't know what it did.
Yeah.
Math adds up.
Okay,
Is
We're
the,
the
I didn't start this
monsters!
fire. I didn't
We're
start
the
this fire.
monsters!
does the demon have any clothes on at all, or is
No.
he just free balling?
He's naked.
Free balling. Not even Donald
Yeah.
Ducking, just full.
Then
We-
I whip out a dagger and I'm dissecting him.
You what now?
I mean, it's already open at the chest. So if there's any
Yeah,
other.
I'm cracking him full open.
Okay.
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 I have
Um,
another strange question
there's-
about the elevator.
Well-
Last one, I promise. Did it smell like demon the first time we went in there?
It did smell
a
odd
little
for sure.
brimstone-y.
Okay.
Smelled a little weird. All right.
Charlie,
Oh shit.
do a medicine check for me, and let me know what you're looking for specifically. If there's anything you're looking for.
First, I'm just gonna see if you got the traditional organs, or if it's like some of the other monsters we found.
Got
They're
it.
just missing stuff.
Yep.
Medicine. 23.
23. Yeah. So you get the big rubber gloves on. You got your hands out. Silas is handing you tools. Sorry, Shard. And you start getting in there and cutting around and kind of feeling. Luckily, this thing again is it's huge by class. So you crack the ribs, you pop those open, get them out of the way, and you start to work on the inside.
I'm like
Oh.
Will Smith at the morgue.
Men in Black.
What is that smell?
Independence Day. All right, so a few things that you do notice is that even though this is a huge creature, the heart seems
Undersized?
oversized.
Oh.
Oversized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Like
seems.
that. For like a gargantuan creature?
Yeah, like it takes up a ton of room in here. There is still a stomach that is there. It looks like the full digestive tract is also intact. You can see also though reinforcement of the bones. So it almost looks like something's been fused to a lot of the bone structure. And as you kind of like tap on it with like your dagger, your hands, whatever, it's more like tapping like solid stone than it is bone.
And Charlie, I hate to ask you to do this. Can you cut that stomach open? We gotta know if it's got people
I'm
in
already
there.
ahead of you.
Okay.
Just zipper
Just
it. Yeah.
covered in demon guts.
You see a mixture of both animal and humanoid bones, which have not yet been dissolved by the stomach acid of this creature.
Gross.
Well, I guess that doesn't give us a ton, but probably didn't just eat.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
it came out hungry.
Yeah.
This monster was either a trap for us, or it was there to attack the church, regardless. But either way, this isn't.
We could have sprung someone's trap early too.
Yes,
Yes.
that would feel like for
Yeah.
sure.
Hmm.
Should we head
Okay.
back down there? I mean,
You want? I guess.
Just one
Well, we
final
should-
thing, Fitz.
Yep.
Are there any like markings on the skin of the demon that would be like outside of
That's cool.
like any tattoos or any?
A lot of
Like that?
scarring from it looks like where previous incisions were potentially made.
Surgical scarring. is
Yep.
good to know.
Other than that, no tattoos or anything like that you notice.
Okay.
Added.
Well, we should wait
I
for
love
the.
mom.
He's got prison tats, but that's it.
individuals to become
I love mom.
a tier.
Yeah, dear. We know that because the bones are in the tummy.
tummy is it's typically.
You don't have
called
to kill somebody to eat them, Aaron.
Okay, good point. It's sustainable eating of people. Cool.
Oh, someone else could have done the killing.
Oh, okay, I see what you're
Ah,
saying.
it's
cannibalism.
Okay, that's less.
Yeah, then it
that's
would
less-
be unfilled.
Mm.
Okay, we should definitely
Alright.
teleport back now, right?
Teleport- just
Oh, we're
remember-
waiting for Mother Yori.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that they're not already up here. Right.
So-
All right.
Double check, but we do it for sure.
After a short time, she does come back with two people following her. You do see the male who looks relatively unharmed. You see he does look a little sheepish, as if he was potentially somewhere he shouldn't have been during, when all the bad stuff went down. Maybe, shying away from his duties or something like that. And you do see Enged, the female, who has a large gash up on her forehead and kind of comes around that she currently is holding some bandages to. And Mother Yori says, I did find them both. One of them was in town having a early drink, from the sounds of it, and the other was unfortunately in here during the attack, but I have seen to her and she should be okay. Just needs time to heal.
Well, glad to see that you're both doing all right. And I guess we've learned something about taking an early lunch.
Yeah, that's my fault, and I'm sorry. My apologies.
Have either of you noticed anything odd in your basement area that could lead to, a demon coming through or something of that nature?
Not that I've noticed personally. I did the other day. I did go into the basement because I thought I heard. I looked at Brick and it was a mistake. I thought I heard some people down there, but when I went down, I didn't see anybody. So I thought it was, I don't know. I heard
Your mind's playing tricks on you.
Yeah, I heard like some stone thud, but it turned out to
Did
be
you have an
nothing.
early lunch drink then too?
I didn't know. No, I'm sorry, Mother Yori. I didn't. He says, no, that's fine. It's okay.
While we're questioning them, I'd just like to probe deeply into both of their thoughts. It's probably overkill, but
Okay.
let's just check it out.
Deep.
You're going deep.
was
What's the save
I
again?
was going to. I don't know if this would help, but I was also going to ask the woman suspiciously, because she's hurt down here. She must have been, right in the situation, maybe what she was doing down here. Kind of a leading question, but that's it.
Yeah, she just kind of says, I was just helping some people with their prayers, taking care of the gardens, and then just this thing just came right up out of the ground, and just I tried to get some people out of the way. Got hit by some of the rubble. That's it.
Squinting at her.
They're probably fine, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Can I go over to offer aid? And while I'm doing that, can I examine the wound to see if it's like from a blade or if it's
Yeah, you
more
can
ripping?
make another medicine check for me. And what's the save, Delphine, as you're gonna
Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13?
11.
So the female saves and Ged saves. The Dolphoon does not, and you can hear in his thoughts, and they both kind of wince a bit as you do this, but you hear him kind of thinking, he's like, oh goddamn, I'm in so much trouble. I knew I should have stopped drinking, but I just it was a nice day and needed something to drink. I'm never gonna run a church if this kind of shit keeps happening. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Mom's gonna be so pissed.
Give him a really pitying look.
Squinting at them.
Yeah, you keep the squint going, and they're uncomfortable with how you're looking at them for sure.
You said the girl saved?
She saved, yeah.
Okay.
Her, just
Is there
like
any
her,
surface top for her?
yeah, her no, completely empty. She's got nothing going on up there. No,
That
just-
makes sense.
Wind whistling.
No, you do hear thoughts like, just her being happy that she was around to be able to help when she could, and also like, fuck, ow, my forehead. It's kind of the surface level, but she is happy that Charlie is helping with tending
right.
to the wound. Charlie, as you do examine the wound, it does not look like it was done by a blade. The slit itself isn't like fine enough. It does look like something kind of came across. You can see it's like she's got like a little indent in one of the bone pieces where it hit and then kind of slid. So, yeah.
I'm gonna go up to Thorn and just kind of whisper to him. Do any of them smell like the elevator?
I go up to them and I smell them.
Can you
Not
tell me
subtly.
exactly what that looks like?
That
Yeah,
might
I
be-
just go up and I smell both of their hair because I'm taller than both of them.
That's fair. Yeah, they kind of look at you oddly, but you're tall and intimidating, and neither one's gonna try and stop you. Neither one of them smells like the elevator.
Thumbs up.
using Thorn's intimidating sniff. I'm just gonna eye them both and say like, just stay in town.
Real being intimidating is my favorite thing.
Just
He says the
over-squinting.
intimidation. Yeah, the over squint in my proxy is enough for one intimidation.
All right.
I'll
Well,
turn back to you.
not to be rude, but we are in the middle of feeling like a time sensitive investigation. We'd be happy to come back here once we've completed it and help out with this. What's the word I mean?
We'd appreciate
Fixing
it.
things.
Yeah, no, it's we can take it from here. I just once I stop seeing double everything, we'll get it all fixed up. Don't worry.
Yes, take care of yourselves.
Absolutely. Thank you for your healing there, miss. Appreciate that as well.
Oh, you're welcome. Be safe.
Yeah, you too. Jesus. Who?
Who?
Yeah, no.
I'm just gonna like give
Oh,
this
I know him.
demon body a quick nudge.
It
Have
nudges
the
back.
whispers changed?
Nothing's changed.
Like the whispering in our heads, I mean. Has that changed at all?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, you never know.
It's still happening to us even up here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
Hands in everybody.
yeah. Just remember, if for some reason we can't get back to the elevator, we are down here for a long time.
Let's go.
Okay.
So reassuring. Okay.
back to
Charlie's
the paper
bloody
room.
hand in the middle.
Like on
no.
top. Make sure you get everybody.
Amazing. Yeah. Back to the paper room.
Okay.
And yeah.
Roll it again just for the funsies.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, you know.
You gotta roll low, man.
Do we have to?
You don't have to, but
I mean, he's been there like 3 times.
I know, it's just like,
Okay.
I don't want to tempt
Aaron?
fate with her.
Oh my god, those
I got the good side. I just saw all
Oh.
zeros and I couldn't remember what that meant.
yeah, you
Got the 100.
you clutch it. You land in the exact space that you want to.
We were
Nice.
holding the levers, like, oh shit.
Leaning against one of the animal tanks.
Yeah, you turn around. Jesus.
You've got a pipe lit. Like-
Yeah, already comfy. Yeah, get away from the gross creature.
You're in an evening robe somehow.
You may be wondering why I invited you all here.
That'll become apparent.
Thorn hands everyone a glass of scotch.
Yeah. Do we just head to the big door, or
I think we must. I think time is of the essence.
And we leave the elevator up there, or should we call it back down?
maybe
If
we
we
leave
leave
it
it-
up?
I
Well,
think we.
We can just close the top.
It's only one lever.
Close the top.
Cut.
yes.
Okay. Yep.
Which is, I don't know if we'll be able to hear it out there, but if someone else is going to use it, let's make it as hard for them as possible.
Agreed. Time. It'll take time for it to come back down.
Maybe Thorn, can you just take one of the levers?
Yeah. What if we need?
I love that it's a yes. I love that.
Well, let's not be hasty here. We do need to get back. There
No, I
was
mean-
something in the air that told me like lever 1 was a lock. So we can. No, I'm kidding. But let's just bring it back down.
Wait, which one was the door?
3.
2?
3.
What do you mean? The door to the elevator?
The swinging door, yeah.
3, yeah.
3. So let's just take the lever for 3, because Thorn can open a door.
Yep.
If the lever doesn't reattach, you know?
All right.
All right, so you're breaking lever 3, or that's the
Yeah, I
plan?
don't-
Or are you trying to like dismantle it and take it apart?
I'm pretty sure
I
Thorn's
mean, that's
just
up to Thorn, but
dismantling it.
yeah, I was
Thorn's
hoping we
way.
would be able to.
I can dismantle
Maybe
it, just not
reattach.
gently.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if you want to just pull it right on off there, Thorn, you can just make a strength check for me real quick.
I know we close lever 4 and just leave.
We can.
Yeah.
Or
It's fine.
I pull out some water, ice all levers together.
Amazing.
Sure. Let's do it.
You fix when we
Sure.
get back. You can make water.
I've only learned how to do this for an hour, so that's as long as we got. I'm gonna close lever 4
Yeah.
just to close the top,
Yeah.
and then I'll freeze.
Okay.
Freeze them over.
Yeah, no problem. Easy enough.
Worst
You're able
things
to.
we'll notice if the water's disturbed or something.
All good.
So to the big scary doors.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thorn, would you like to do the honors? I'll take like 3 steps back.
I'll push or pull open the door depending on the handle.
Okay, you're gonna go open the big ornate doors.
Is it
Not
labeled
before
push or
listening,
pull?
though. Not before listening.
Make a perception check for me.
You hear a door.
I rolled a natural 1. I open the door.
All right.
It whispers, "Hello."
Yeah, the whispers are so loud in his head he can't hear anything but them.
All right.
They're saying, "Thorn, you're so cool. You're so
I
cool,
know.
Thorn. Oh my god, you're so cool."
You're so
Yes.
So you open the door.
Smelling their hair was so cool.
Such a cool thing to do.
The door is
So normal.
it's a double door and they push open. As you push the doors open, Immediately on the inside, you see that pillars line a worn red carpet that runs out in front of you. The interior of this room is immediately different from the rest of these ruins. The stonework on the floors and the walls feels a lot more expensive. There are flourishes in these, as though it's meant for someone who has the means to pay for expensive work. Straight ahead, if you were to follow the carpet, there's a small staircase leading about 5 feet up in total, with carpeted steps. At the top, where you would expect a throne to be, instead there lies a pool of some kind of pink liquid that seems to be glowing slightly. In the back of the room, you can see a bookshelf. In the back right of the room, you can see a bookshelf and a desk with bookcases lining the back wall. In the back left corner, you do see some crates and barrels. You also see, moving slowly along the back wall and the floor, what looks to be a large centipede. It glows a vibrant orange under the carapace itself, and doesn't really make a move in your direction, just sort of is crawling along the floor. As all of your eyes continue to adjust to the dimly lit room, you see moving towards in the back right of the room some kind of fiend or demon, not as large as the one that you had just saw, more of like a humanoid size, similar to your sizes, but the skin itself is a dull gray instead of like a red or a green or something as you would normally expect. You see that it has long claws and it walks on 2 legs. Its arms swing slightly at its sides, but it has some kind of, you all notice an odd dazed look in its eyes. As your eyes come back towards the pool at the back center of the room, you notice stepping up beside the pool a creature that you've only heard stories about. It's a humanoid figure that stands in robes with purple arms outstretched over the pink pool. Each purple hand has 4 digits that ends in long black fingernails. The head of the creature itself has no hair, but there's no mistaking the tentacles that surround its mouth. Each of you,
I quit the campaign.
Each of you is certain that this is a mind flayer. The monsters that your parents told you about to make sure that you listened and went to bed on time.
Thorn closes the doors.
What if we didn't have parents?
If you didn't have parents,
Wouldn't be here.
Oh man, I was reading too. There we go. As it stands at the pool itself with its arms outstretched, you see the liquid itself begin to bubble and roll. You see something begin to emerge out of the pool. You see pink wrinkled flesh that's wrapped in these black tendrils, and it begins to ascend out of the pool. It only takes you a few moments to realize that this isn't a creature at all, but a huge brain, easily 6 feet tall and 5 feet wide. You see black tendrils whip back and forth as more of the tentacles that are wrapped around this brain seem to push it and hold it upright. At this point, the whispers become nearly unbearable as rapid thoughts seem to cross this creature's mind. You hear it taking mental notes about the size of each of you, your armor, your weapons, what it thinks that you'd be good at, what it thinks you'd be bad at. Sometimes you see flashes of what you look like in your mind's eye, but from the perspective of this brain. Suddenly, though, as all these whispers come and reach like a boiling point, the cacophony itself goes quiet. Back to just the slight whispers that you're used to at this point in the back of your mind. All except one phrase, a clear sentence that rings out in your mind. A thought not directed at you, but one that it was clearly okay with you hearing.
Not again.
I'd like everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
I rage.
Yeah.
Are we rolling new initiative? We're using our initiative.
No, we're going to use the initiative that we had previously.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, it's not actually better. I finally
I'm
got
happy
to a
with that.
6. I got there, but it doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
So there's a centipede. Oh, I can actually look.
How big is the
I
centipede,
don't like
by the
mind
way?
flayers.
Sorry, that's technically
Rebecca
a wrong
hurt
spot.
my girlfriend's character, my fiance's character, with the mind flayer.
I didn't know.
No, those were intellect devourers.
Oh,
They were
Flayer
mind
people.
flayer-esque, okay? Those
Yeah.
are the
You guys
dogs
haven't
of
found
mind
the
flayers.
mind
Yeah, those are
flayers
mind flayer
yet.
puppies.
Yeah.
It's your
It was
fault you
great.
thought your sister was.
So
Yeah.
Rebecca, you played with
Yeah,
them
sorry.
recently. What's the weakness there?
The weakness? Yeah, they have tons of weaknesses.
Got
don't
your
believe
own
you.
injury.
No, we're gonna die for sure.
Okay. Can I can I do an insight check on Rebecca right now?
Oh no, she's
You don't
telling the
need to.
truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
Shit.
I just kind of look back to everyone and just like elevator because we have no spell to get out of here for teleport.
No,
You
we
guys
gotta
can
fight this.
This
all
is that
line
long
yourselves
rest
up
that
the
we're
way you'd
talking
like to.
about.
I'm just moving you towards the back of the room where you should be.
Yeah, this is a whoopsie.
What are you talking about?
No,
All right.
it's all good, it's all good.
What are we
So
gonna do? Let them wreak havoc on this poor town?
No, we gotta handle it. I just mean that we have no safety button anymore.
As a barbarian, this is worst case scenario for me.
Yeah.
all right. With the initiative already pre-rolled, Charlie, you are the fastest to act. What would you like to do? With I think Delphine on deck? No, sorry, Thorn on deck.
Thorn in this house.
Are we doing this?
I don't think we have a choice.
Alright.
I don't
So,
want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be
who's
here.
on the right? Some sort of
That's
goblin?
the
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
closest
kind of-
thing I could find to what I was looking for.
Yeah, it kind of looks
It's-
like
it's a
the demon
demon.
upstairs, just smaller.
It's a fiend.
Okay, demon. This guy here is the mind flayer?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
what's the priority target here?
Brain.
Anyone?
Yeah, seemingly
The
the
ones
brain.
with brains.
Yeah,
Just the brain.
the big one.
Yeah,
Okay.
the big one is definitely
Step
not a
over.
good thing.
I'll see you there.
Did a zoo. All over.
He's gonna go punch some bubble gum.
Oh, punch
It,
your brain.
it is
sounds
2x2, right?
Yeah, it's 2x2.
Okay.
Some
I
kind
will-
of ultimate gum daddy.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Wrong with
callback.
One gum daddy to rule them all.
Horrible.
Gross.
I will use my last second level spell slot to try and inflict wounds again.
All right, go for it.
Point.
21.
21 definitely hits.
Which one? 18, I think. D&D Beyond is like crap.
I've got you at
19.
19. Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, 19.
Perfect.
Yeah, 19 necrotic damage.
19 necrotic. It takes the damage. You see as you reach out and you grab onto the brain, aside from where the black tendrils are, all the pink fleshy bits, you know what I'm talking about. You see this like dark veining start to go through from where your fingers actually make contact.
I just reach out and you see like a pulse of black trickle down my arm and like into the brain.
All right.
Oh boy.
I'm done.
That's it. Okay, that ends your turn. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. That ends your turn. That's going to be Thorn up next, and then afterwards it will be Delphine eventually. But there's a few people that go before Delphine.
Rude.
Okay. He is going to begin sprinting towards Gum Daddy Supreme.
Okay.
I will rage, which gives me 20 feet for free.
Okay.
So just that right there. And then I'm going to rage, and you watch as you see the ground sort of shifts around him, and like ethereally and at first, and then in real life you see vines begin to surround him and actually follow along him like he's running through a fey jungle.
I like that.
I will move.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. I can't get into flanking range, but I have 10 foot range, so I think I'm okay either way.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will make 2 attacks recklessly.
All right, go for it.
Just all that flavor was 15 feet around me is difficult terrain.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Which is gonna suck for some people, but that's sort of Thorn style, so you're gonna have to get used to it.
For sure.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
That is 18 points of damage.
Not bad.
Nice.
Second attack is a 22 to hit,
Okay, that hits.
and that is 10 points of damage.
And
So you just watch, he's like basically trying to find the center, the right and the left hemisphere, and just go straight through.
Bisect the brain.
Bisect the brain.
love it. Okay.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. You're both there, huh?
I will say, if these guys might cast spells,
I will tell you, absolutely. I've been thinking about this already. I will tell you,
Okay.
if they're going to cast something, I will say they're casting. I promise.
and as someone who is new to the counterspell concept,
Yep.
do I have a sense of the spell they might cast before I choose to counterspell? Like,
Maybe.
Yeah,
if
like,
they're
I'm gonna
doing, like, this is healing or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea what.
Healing.
That's
'cause, like,
usually what people look like when they use
Yeah,
their
yeah.
healing
100%.
spells.
Yeah.
Misty
I'm
Step.
healing.
They speed bag it when they
Yeah,
do
well,
it.
it's kind of like Dragon Ball. You have to say the attack you're going
You
to
have
use.
to
Yeah.
say
Of course.
Yeah, I am going to end up saying it, so you're fine. But we'll make it work. If there's anything
I
you
just,
feel
you
is... Yeah, I
I
got
have the
you.
one spell slot. So if it's like, okay, they don't miss these steps, like, shit.
Totally fair.
Yeah, but okay. This one.
Okay. Excellent. So that ends Thorn's turn.
Believe
That's
it's
fine.
me.
We'll just go to its regular turn. Oh, sorry. That's not true. Sorry. Apologies. I forgot about layer actions.
It's not a
Um,
layer. It's a
You
room.
don't need any of those budgets.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
I am
It
going
lazes
to...
about.
It laces about?
It thinks really hard, but nothing bad happens.
Yeah, because the lair is actually, overpowered Pokemon that you got in a trade.
Exactly. Well, Aaron, it's your time to shine. The layer action is that it's going to allow the Elder Brain to cast Wall of Force. That's a spell.
Okay. That does feel like a pretty good one to stop.
There are restrictions for counterspell, like you have to be within 30 feet.
Well, I have a 60 foot.
Let's just say, I'm pretty sure it's 60.
Yeah,
You have to
but
be
that
close
is an
enough.
interesting conundrum. Let's click the old
I did like just
line.
kind of randomly throw you in, so that's pretty far though.
That's
Even if I
pretty
had you
far.
inside the doorway, that's not quite it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure
Um,
worse spells will be coming.
Yeah.
Totally.
My thought is that it may just be putting it in the doorway.
Oh no! It's making a bubble around itself is what it's doing.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
all right. I mean, now we know. But yeah. Okay. I can't cast it.
So it's going to make just a nice little cocoon for itself. Which does shunt anybody who's on the inside of it, just so you guys know. You don't like take damage or anything. You just get pushed to the other side of the wall. So Charlie and Thorn, you would now be on the other side of the wall of force, just so you're aware. But it is technically, with the amount of feet that it has, it does end up being like a 10 by 10 cube, effectively, around it. The cube and top and bottom just being the floor and the ceiling, just so you're aware. Okay?
Okay.
Does
Excellent.
it physically look like a cocoon, or is it just like a force fieldy wall?
It just more looks like a force fieldy wall.
Okay.
It's like
That's
a
all.
gummy looking force field.
Yeah.
Like
So-
a really thin, blown out bubblegum ball.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You just see it just keeps blowing it bigger.
Yeah.
It's gonna pop!
Oh my god.
Actually,
going to munch on you.
It might hold it. Yeah, it's going to hold its action.
Never good. Never good.
Which is going to end its turn, which brings us around to this gentleman here, who's going to... you said it's difficult terrain? Any damage involved as well, or no?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. He's just going to come up into melee range with you, and it is going to make 2 tentacle attacks against you, I believe. Or is it just 1 tentacle attack?
With advantage.
It is just 1, yeah. Right. Ooh. Actually, no. Sorry. It's going to use its Mind Blast ability. Can I have you make an intelligence saving throw for me, please?
Yeah, that's the one I wasn't looking forward to. That's the one where I was like, I wish I wasn't a barbarian.
You got this, man.
You got this.
16?
That's not bad.
16
Just saves.
is enough.
Oh, thank the Lord.
With where you are, I forgot it was a
No.
cone and the positioning. No, he's fine.
Oh.
I played this poorly, but that's no big deal. Yeah, Charlie would normally be affected if there's a wall of force in the way. So
Yeah.
Let's go.
they can't go through the wall of force.
I don't have a high intelligence save.
Do I take half damage?
No, there's actually no half damage.
Sweet.
Save her, son.
Yeah, all right. Then,
It's not too smart, is it?
well, that wasn't the brain.
Oh.
The brain's pretty smart.
That was
all
the
right,
brain with
Oh,
arms.
the
and
flare.
Yeah.
My bad.
this one here, gonna move up to Charlie. Is going to make 2 claw attacks.
Okay.
Yes, this one does actually get to make 2 attacks. Oh my god, I rolled a 2 and a 4. So both are
I think
gonna
that's too
miss.
low. I don't think they hit.
Yeah, no, it's not. The highest I got was a 10. So I think you're fine. Yeah. That's it. They're all doing pretty okay start. Delphine, you're up.
All right. I am going to step of the wind, I believe. Yes, all the way up to this carapaced fellow.
Okay.
And take 2 attacks at him.
Do it.
My Akloa, or however it's actually pronounced. What the fuck is that? Okay, the first one doesn't hit.
Got it.
Okay, the second one probably does 27.
27 definitely hits.
All right.
Could you imagine if you said a miss with a serious face?
Right. That's just 9 damage, but I am going to try a stunning strike on him.
Okay,
Which
that's a con save.
Is a con save 19.
That's only an 11.
So if he can be, he is stunned.
Take notes, Eric.
It seems to be possible.
Perfect. And I'll just kind of try to hold him there.
Okay, perfect. Is that going to end your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
No problem at all. Which is going to now move us on to Lux with Rolajavar on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna make my way over to this tower or pillory thing here, and I'm gonna shoot at the mind flare guy with just my short bow here.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 28 hit?
28 absolutely hits.
Now is that flanking?
Well, you get sneak attack because it's engaged with Thorn,
Oh,
is
yeah,
not?
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right. Cool. Okay. It's a 8 plus 19.
27?
Yes.
Math.
Sorry.
No worries. It's all
Nice.
good.
And then I'm going to bonus action hide myself if I can.
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth.
Damn. 16.
16. You're feeling all right about being hidden.
I'm gonna just hide and just look at Silas. Your turn.
Excellent. Does somebody reroll initiative? Hold on. It said Rolodrivar was up next, but that's not true at all. It's got to be Silas.
No,
Gotta be.
I did roll it when you said it.
Oh,
Just
okay. I think it replaced the
but-
number. That's fine.
Yeah, it's still a 3 for me.
No worries. Shard, you are up, and then with Rolodrivar on deck.
Yeah, so Hayden says that to me. I like kind of nod. I'm like, "It's time, boys!" And I like cross the my sword and my whip together, sort of shadow clone jutsu, and pull a
God.
mirror image.
Okay.
We're just taking all the references.
That's right. That's right. And I will run 30 feet up, getting behind. Well, not quite, but getting behind this pillar, and me and the clones all turn sideways, trying to hide behind the pillar.
Okay.
Like one after
It's
the
just all
other.
stacking
like this.
up.
It's just stacking up like a deck of cards. I'm like, I'll get there.
I love
it.
it. Okay. Excellent. That goes ahead and ends your turn. It's going to bring us around to Rolodrivar with the centipede on deck. And then we'll be back at the top.
Okay. Help.
Did you say help?
I should move into the room a little to
Yep.
begin.
Yeah, that helps.
Let's.
Yeah, get in that counterspell range.
Is that sure? Yeah, exactly.
Shard's right there.
Well, I
Get
don't
your
know
own
if they've
pillow.
got any grouping things, but I'm gonna be sneaking around this one. Okay, so I guess I was asking in the chat to keep this one quick, but apparently Hex you can just concentrate and hold for 8 hours. It's not dependent on the target being alive, from what I can see.
Mhm.
So I still have Hex, I guess, and I can move it now as a bonus action to a
I'll
new
allow
target.
it. Go for it.
Because the old one died. It doesn't say that the spell ends if a target with Hex dies, because intentionally you can move it to a new target. And it doesn't say it ever ends because it has concentration of 8 hours.
I'll
You know,
allow it. I'm okay with
So
this.
I have no idea. I couldn't figure out.
No problem, man.
I would assume if concentration for 8 hours, then it seems like that's the thing, is if you can hold concentration. Anyway, so I don't know. I was wondering, could I make a quick check or something to figure out if I would have known about how Wall of Force works as far as spells passing through it.
I would allow you to make an Arcana check as like a free action, not going to use your action economy on this.
Finally, 26.
26. There are very few spells that can go through a Wall of Force. Wall of Force effectively acts as if you're fully concealed or like behind cover entirely. So if I read into this because I was very confused about it myself.
Mhm.
If there's any
So
like
can't
visual
Misty step in
components, it
there.
technically doesn't work. There's you can get in, there's ways to get in behind it. But anything that would have like a line or like you need line of sight or something like that technically does not work behind Wall of Force.
Okay. Let me just double check. So I can't tell with Hex. My thought was to maybe move the Hex to the brain, but I think that's silly right now because I'm just not even sure what we can do with that. So I'll send it to whoever's the centipede. I guess is a big deal. I'll send the Hex towards centipede, and I'll just Eldritch Blast for now.
We'll say that you are.
I guess strength, or yeah, because it's not saving throw, so why not strength?
Okay.
22 on the first hit.
That definitely hits.
You're rolling with advantage, right?
I was not.
You should.
Okay. What is it going to be?
Is it a natty? You can
Oh,
get
it's
a
an
natty.
11. It's an 11 total. Oh, I rolled so low on the second one. Sorry. I was like, my modifier's 8. So what's it doing? All right. What was the first one hit? Did I roll damage?
Yeah, you roll
Interrupted
12
myself.
damage.
So 12 plus d6 necrotic from the hex. So 15.
Yep.
And the second one. Natural 1, baby.
My man.
Did you roll advantage on that one?
Advantage. 16.
16 just hits.
Hey, I love that advantage. 7 plus 1 necrotic.
All right.
Not bad.
And,
I mean, total.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Alright.
is there anything else you'd like to do, Rolodrivar?
Nope. Fresh out.
Okay. Excellent. That brings us around
Is that an
to
option, right?
the centipede, who's stunned. So the centipede doesn't really get to do nothing. Okay. And with that, that would bring us back up to the top of the initiative order, but I know we are running a little late. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to end the combat here.
Hold on
and
next time.
pick this back up next time. I know.
Okay. Well, we are well and truly going to succeed.
Yes.
No one's taking any damage yet. We're fine.
Yeah,
you
we're
guys are
fine.
fine.
It's only the first round, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
We got this.
Everything's
Yeah,
good.
easy peasy, easy
Just
peasy.
a
You guys just
Great.
wait for Silas to get in there. Everything will be all right.
That's true.
No,
Guess
we're gonna
Shard,
have
we got our
Shard
Hayden.
get in there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Shard.
Yeah, don't let
Silas
Silas in.
Silas.
Shard.
I
Silas
give it
is a
2 or 3
liability.
more turns, and Shard might actually be in combat.
Hey,
He's pretty
that's
far
okay.
away.
You know what? You've got things handled in the meantime,
Oh,
Plus,
I
Peaches,
missed
you
it.
got some gun stuff
and I'll be
left,
there
right?
to mop up your mistakes.
I have 2 more charges, so I'm gonna
We're
wait.
good to go.
Perfect.
Yeah, Dagger gun can pop a bubble brain. Whoa. Gum bubble
You're
brain.
done. You're done.
Gum
for
bubble
the
Yeah,
night.
just stop.
And that's time.
Gobble, gobble, bubble,
Supreme
bubble.
Daddy Gum Bubble.
The brain daddy.
Jesus. All right.
Nope.
Double bubble trouble.
There we go. Just want to say thanks everybody for coming out. We're the casual ones. We'll pick this combat up next episode and see how our heroes fare against some brain daddies. I like it.
Great.
Thanks very much for coming, everybody. Have yourself a fantastic day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye, everyone.
Everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.